Part two, continue. Sorry, we lost everybody. I don't know if anyone will even come back on and watch the rest of this. But anyway, we'll just keep talking. Um,
Yeah,
so,
you were talking about all the steps that you thought were pinnacles until there was the next one that's,
yeah. And so, then we get the first person charged.
Yeah.
And you think, wow, this all this hard work. And then and we get to the first person convicted and all this hard. And then you get to this person here who gets the maximum sentence for what he did. And so you hope that it takes another step. So this is a perfect case to, well, let me back up one step. So the other thing I said to the prosecutor was, and her name was Sierra, Marita. I think was her last name. I thanked her because with other charges involved, and you see that a lot of the time, 50% of the time, these other charges involved, people will say, okay, if you'll plead guilty to this other stuff, we'll lower this animal to second-degree animal cruelty, and we don't want to see that. And so, we thanked her for not doing that. But this is a really good case. It just popped into my head to be able to take to someplace like Christian County, where they have someone who did a lot of the same things on video. To a dog, horrific things, so much so that lasted for such a long time that the neighbors videoed it from their house. This wasn't a security cam that happened to catch it. The neighbors videoed it from their house and in front of his son, who's on the autism spectrum, watching from the window. That's a perfect one to say, look, this dude here was caught on video doing about the same things, and he got 5 years.
He got 5 years. Yeah. We
and
needed
that'll be something we'll definitely pass on to the prosecutors in Christian County.
Yeah. But you know what? Again, yesterday being in court, and I know we talked about it, Jeff, once, of course, the defendant's lawyer got his time to give his side of the story. And then, of course, Stephanie was able to give her impact statement. But you know what we said was missing was the victim's statement, which would have been the dog. So again, we need to work on some way that, somebody can speak for that victim, even if it's a dog or a cat.
Yeah. And so I think what we'll try to do is get as much information about cases as we can, and just see if in some way we can get a court-appointed animal advocate to be able to speak, because it would have been nice yesterday at the victim impact statement to be able to stand up and say, as a representative of, animal welfare and, part of a larger group of folks that helped get this law passed, this is why this law is applicable. This is why it met all the criteria that all the legislators in Frankfurt thought it was a law that could be adjudicated right.
Right.
And then you take into the fact that he takes no accountability and no responsibility.
Right. And maybe all it takes is for you to contact, one of the prosecuting attorneys. And when they start a sentencing, that your statement is added to what's going to be said, and you're allowed to stand there and be the voice for that animal. If we can get it one time, just to get that ball rolling, of course. And then you'll have that conference next week where you will be seeing a lot of prosecuting attorneys. So maybe you'll have some
So next week there's a prosecutors conference in Lexington that we will attend to inform folks of the law and try to talk about court appointed animal, and talk about why it's so important to make sure that these people that are these animals that are victims, that's considered, it puts you in another category.
Yes, as a violent offender. Yes.
Yeah. And it goes to there is criteria that's got to be met. The animal would either need to die or serious injury. In serious injury. In this case is, a statement from the vet that, this is dramatically going to impact, the length of life. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. But it's the next steps that, as Ethan's law evolves, it's just those next steps that will make the law even more applicable and more enforceable and have more teeth to
yeah.
punish those that have broken it. So,
So next week we got to jump off here and get ready for our Hero Dog podcast here at 12:30 with Sergeant Bo. I'm looking forward to
12:45 now, did you
I
say?
think it's moved. I think we're back to 12:30.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I think we were at 12:30, then 12:40. We're back to 12:30. So we're
Okay.
at 12:30. Excited to get back into the Hero Dog, folks. We've
Yeah.
got Sergeant
Sergeant.
Bo today
Oh,
at 12:30, and Canella tomorrow, and then hopefully, I'd love to wrap up and get as many of the ones that we haven't gotten to next week.
yeah.
But we've also got we've got this prosecutors conference next week, but we also have court Monday for David
Zach
Howery. No, Zach Rollins,
Rollins.
and
Yes.
that's Pulaski County.
Pulaski County. Yeah.
He has been indicted by the grand jury. And
Yes.
is this an arraignment, or we pass that and we're
It's
up to
back to
pretrial?
it's a pretrial.
All right, so he's been arraigned. Now we're on to pretrial. Pretrial
Mm-hmm.
number one of probably many. It's 3 charges that he was indicted by the grand jury on.
Uh-huh.
Is there somewhere we can go to see? I posted this question the other day, but I think we're out of time. Is there a place on Facebook or wherever we can go to see court cases that are coming up and where they're located and which time? Let me get. So I updated. It's been a week or two ago, but if you go to EA Watchdogs
Watchdogs.
on Facebook, I will this weekend. I don't know if I'll get to it this evening. This weekend, I will take all of our information that we have gotten, our most up to date information, and put it on EA Watchdogs, and it's sort of an interactive map around the state that you can click on a county or click on a case, and you'll get a little bit more detail about it. And we try to. In the past, we've tried to keep upkeep with the latest court dates. I'll probably need your help, Debbie, on going back through this list to make sure we have the most up-to-date ones, and I'll try to update that EA Watchdog page this week. But that's a good question. So, so we got Zach Rollins on Monday, and then I'm sure there's some things that will pop up.
Yeah, probably. But right now, like we said, the prosecuting attorneys are at the conference. So I don't think there'll be any court cases Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. So,
but you can rest assured we'll have our list together, and any county attorney or prosecutor that comes by that has a case that we have on our list, we'll make sure we bring it up.
In September, right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, we have at least 22 cases coming up in September.
Yeah, that's sad.
Now, of course, a lot of them will get rolled back over to but right now, September is like packed.
Yep.
So.
Yep. All right. So we'll jump off here. We'll hopefully you guys join us here in just a few minutes, about 10 minutes, with Sergeant Bo and his person Faye. I think it's gonna be a really interesting story that you guys will really enjoy.
Yeah,
looking forward to it. So join us back in just spend Friday afternoon with us. Join us back in about 10 minutes.